Hey everybody, this is Ashley Rose. I am back again with another video. And this week I will be talking about Natasha Ngan's Girls of Paper and Fire. Here is the book jacket. There we go. I don't read books with book jackets because I like to be able to put on my book jacket and hide the wear and tear of my book. This one didn't actually get much, which is pretty dang tootin' impressive if I say so myself. So Natasha Ngan was discovered by James Patterson. It's published by Little Brown and Company with James Patterson's publishing company, and I don't know what it is. I just really don't like James Patterson. I have a book of his and I don't like it. But that being said, he does know how to find good written talent. So this book, guys. This book. Okay, so it has a caste system. And there's three castes. There's paper, there's steel, and there's moon. So paper is human. They have, like, nothing. They're human. Like, you and me. Or is it like you and me? And steel, so they're humans endowed with some demon ability. Maybe physicalities, maybe, like, being able to see really well in the dark like a cat or an owl or something like that. And then there's moon casts, which are fully demon with whole animal demon features, but on a humanoid form. So, like, that is in and of itself a thing, which kind of bothers me. Like, if you were going to have demons, have true demons, you know? Like true demons that aren't humanoid, but I guess, like, literally in everything they're kind of humanoid. So, maybe I should get over that one. And so, this book does have a trigger warning, and I like how this book did it, even though I think this trigger warning is unnecessary. So the trigger warning is just, please be aware that this book contains scenes of violence and sexual assault. And I like how they worded it, that it's not trigger warning, this is incoming. It was just like, hey, you know, there's this stuff in it. It's needed to make this story. And now you know, going forward. And I like that. It's not just like, trigger warning, sexual assault. But, okay, so, Girls of Paper and Fire by Natasha Ngan. Okay, I'm gonna put this on so you guys can, like, be distracted by the book cover, because I think this book cover, like, this book art is actually, like, really good. So, this book follows Lay through her struggles of coming to terms with being a paper girl. Now, a paper girl is basically a sex slave to the king, to the demon king. He's a bull, by the way. Like a bull with horns. I know I can't say those right, so I'll say the bull with horns. So, in this book, Lay is taken from her home, sequestered away to the hidden palace, and forced to become a paper girl, and forced to have sex with the king, and she has to come to terms with that. But the thing is that she's a paper girl, and the king forgets that paper burns. Okay. And so, this universe has magic. And it's utilized by all castes, at least for the birthright. So I'm actually not sure if it's utilized by all castes for the entire thing. It's kind of unclear. But it is utilized by every caste during the birthright. If you're born in this universe, you are blessed by shaman, and you are given a birth pendant, which is what that is. It's the birth pendant. And even though Lei is sequestered away, she remembers to take her birth pendant with her. Well, actually, she already has it on her, so she doesn't really have to remember it. But she still takes it with her. Okay, and that comes up sporadically throughout. I feel as if Ngan wanted us to pay more attention to it than at least I did, because I didn't pay that much attention to it. I was like, yeah, our birth pendant, whatever, move on. Because the Demon King forgets that paper burns. I thought the word was going to be burn. Also, we're heading into the spoiler section of this video. Just beware, if you haven't read the book, click away, because you're going to be upset. You're just going to be upset that you knew the things before you read them. But so, she remembers her birth pendant, and she's born on the new year, and the thing about her is that she's golden eyes, which is unheard of in the paper cast. And so she is the girl who Ayla has blessed, and that is the goddess of the new year, or the god of the new year. I think it's the goddess. And so that's a thing that comes up. That's why she was taken from her home. That's why the king is interested in her. That's why the king is interested in breaking her. But yeah, so the pendant comes up sporadically. So my absolute favorite part of this book, I'm pretty sure, is when, so it's actually a plot device throughout the book eventually, but my favorite plot device is when Lei and Ren fall in love with each other, because it's not a weak girl falling in love with a strong girl. It's not the strong girl falling in love with the weak girl because she can save her. They are both strong in their own rights. Lei, the first time the king calls for her, denies him. She literally manages to escape him. He is a demon. And not alone is he a demon, he is a bull demon. And she manages to get away. She denies the king. And you know what, Lei? Good for you. But also not, because then you were starved for a week. So Ren and Lei fall in love, and they're both strong. So Ren is actually a Xia warrior. She is the last Xia. The Xias were massacred by the king because they were a clan of warriors. So the Xia can take the magic, the life chi, and just fighting and combine them. And normally that's not how it works. You either utilize life chi or you're a warrior. But the Xia combine them, and she's the last of her people, raised as a Hanan. She's raised by the Hanans, and they claim her as their own, and so the king doesn't know that she's Xia. Debatable if the king knows that she's Xia at the end of this book. I don't think so. But so they fall in love, and it's just great because it's not one falling for the other because they're strong or weak or yada yada. They're two strong people in their own rights coming together because they mesh. And it could have been really, really forced. It could have been horrible. Especially because it wasn't a hetero relationship. Because it was a lesbian relationship, it could have felt even more forced. But it was actually done really, 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 really nicely. So I am super excited about that. And I think that's why I liked it so much. Because it didn't feel forced. It felt natural. It felt like they were falling in love like a normal couple does. And so, at the end, it ends on Leigh's birthday, her 18th birthday, which is when the birth pendant opens. And gives you a character to describe your destiny or your life. And the character, like, think of like Mandarin, like, one character is a word. And it opens, and her pendant, her character is Flight. And it's kind of funny because they just escaped the hidden palace on the back of a demon who had wings. He was an owl demon, I think. And so, like, it's humorous because they literally just flew together. But it's also, like, super cute because, like, so you read it from Leigh's point of view. And Leigh is like, Ren is my wing, she will be my freedom. And Flight is often associated with freedom, and they're fighting for their freedom. And so, like, that's just, like, really cute and well done, and I like it. So basically, Leigh finds out that Ren is planning to assassinate the king, and then Ren gets thrown out of the hidden palace. And no, Ren gets thrown out of the hidden palace, and Leigh has to kill the king. And like, Leigh is not a warrior, but she still manages to stab the king in the throat, which is an interesting choice. He was down, you know, I think, like, maybe foot forward, just stab a lot, slice, do more than what you did. Because, guess what? The king has a pulse. He has a pulse, guys. And I did not know that this was going to be a series. I thought it was one standalone book. And so when I had 5 more pages left, I was like, this seems suspicious. Is Ngan gonna leave me forever on a cliffhanger? The second book comes out in November of this year, and honestly, November cannot come soon enough. I want to read this book so badly. And what's even more frustrating is that I'm probably going to have to reread this, which means I'm rereading a book when I really can't afford to, because I still have like 60 books to read this year, and like we're almost in May. So that's going to be a thing that happens. But so Natasha Ngan, world builder, A+. Character building, A+. Even characters that like weren't that important were really, really well developed. So like A+. Plot, A. Emphasis in the right places, B+. Overall, I think this was like a really, really good book, and I'm really excited that I got it. I actually got it like for the cover, and I thought it like sounded cool. It's like, I'm a sucker for a book with good, strong female characters. But yeah. So, Girls of Paper and Fire, Natasha Ngan, 4.5 out of 5. I don't know if that adds up with like my grades that I gave it, but that's what I'm gonna give it. Until next time, readers, say bye now. Is that bye? Or is that let me down? Bye, guys. See you next time.